Okay, our region is New England. So here it is, and it is the birthplace of America. Some popular places in New England are Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, Cape Cod, and the most popular type of accommodation in New England is a bed and breakfast. So that's a little tourism for you. There are 6 states that consist of, that are in New England. You have Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. And so a fun fact about Maine is more blueberries are grown there than any other state in the U.S. So here's the population map. As of 2010, there's 14 million people in New England. A lot of people are drawn there for education purposes. And Boston is the biggest city in New England, has the most people. You can tell they like to live by the Atlantic Ocean. So a little bit about demographics. New England's pretty diverse. There's a lot of Irish people there. So currently the ratio of female to male is 51 females. I think it's 48 male, and so you can relate that back to the education purposes. More females going to college. So here's some seasons. Spring, you can watch them tap maple trees because maple syrup's really popular. In the summer, you can go to the beach, do outdoorsy stuff. In the fall, you can climb some mountains and go see the fall foliage stuff. And in the winter, you can go skiing or snowboarding because they get a lot of snow in New England.
Okay, so early economy for the New England region, since it was the birthplace of America, a lot of things popped up on the waterways and the rivers where all these little dots are. These are manufacturing mills, which looked a lot like Slater Mill in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. They're also known for granite, lobster, and cod early in their economic development because it was convenient. If you look at what they're exporting today, you'll see a lot of computer engineering, nuclear missiles, and aircraft because of the education that's there, highly educated population. Maple syrup, as she mentioned earlier, and then Hartford, Connecticut is known as the insurance capital of the world, because of the density of insurance companies. So for manufacturing agriculture, it's actually more costly to manufacture anything in this region. So those mills that I had shown you on the map before are kind of deserted now. So what they're doing in Lowell, Massachusetts is converting those into residential areas. This is a map of efficiency. So all of the states in our region except for New Hampshire rank within the top 10 most efficient states in the country. And then 3 of the 6 are highest in nuclear power consumption. So this is a chart of unemployment rates. Compared to the rest of the United States, the majority of the states are lower. So lots of people and lots of good jobs. New Hampshire is the lowest across, one of the lowest across the United States, and then Rhode Island's only slightly higher.
This is a map of poverty rates in the United States, and it's related to the unemployment. You can see that in the New England region, there is a lower density of poverty, and that has to do with the fact that they have a lower unemployment rate than the national average, especially compared to the South. This is a map of religious importance. It doesn't represent any type of what religion they practice or their denominations, but just how important they rank their religion in their life. And as you can see, all 6 states in the New England region rank as least religious. So from self-reporting, their religion is not as important to them as in other parts of the country. This map is overall well-being. It's based on a Gallup poll from 2011. All of the states in the New England region rank as either average or above average compared to the rest of the country, and this is based on things like access to health care, income levels, workplace environment, self-reported emotional health and well-being. Although New England is a very healthy region, it was hard to find any health concerns that are prominent there besides Lyme disease. A lot of the cases of Lyme disease in the United States come out of New England. Because of the high population of deer ticks that they have there. It has to do with their climate. And so actually Lyme disease is a major problem there. This is Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau. They're both from Massachusetts. They were both part of the transcendentalist movement that came out of New England in the 1820s and 30s. It was a movement that believed that religious institutions corrupt people and people are inherently good on their own, so They should stray away from those institutions.
Now to bring it all home, kind of talk about the fun stuff, some pop culture. As soon as you Google New England, the first thing that's going to come up is the Patriots, Tom Brady, his Uggs. This is an NFL, map of football teams. We've got the Rams, we've got the Patriots up here, some little Steeler actions. We've also got the Celtics, the Bruins. They also love soccer. Their Revolution team is now actually ranked top 5. Now you want to know what you're going to be eating when you're going. You've got lobster, you've got Ben & Jerry's, you got maple syrup, you've got burgers wrapped in pizza now. And then over here you've got the best manufacturers. You've got Verizon, Hershey's, LL Bean, where they make your prep clothes. You've got Gillette, where you get your razors from. And then you got Hewlett-Packard, like we said, that strong educational pull that we have here. Now when you hashtag Boston, you hashtag New Hampshire, you're going to find people talking about being preppy, people talking about, wanting to hike, wanting to go out. They're talking crap about Tom Brady. They're talking about the Patriots and how great they are. They're talking about this new burger that is now wrapped in pizza. Gross. They're also talking about the weather, how it's so bipolar. It goes really hot one week, really cold next week. Now, famous people, we've got the Will Smith. We've got the CEO and creator of Netflix. This guy is awesome. Now we've got Steve Carell. A lot of comedians coming out of here. We've got the whole cast from here. Actually, this is the very first recorded millionaire in the United States. And then we've got the Matthew Perry from my favorite show, Friends. All these guys are very awesome, mostly prominent, famous men coming out. Now I know we're not supposed to have words, whatever, but words are awesome. Everybody needs to talk about dialect. Dungarees, those are jeans. Bangaloo, that's a U-turn. Kenya is talking about like, hey, can you? And then we've got jimmies, that's what they call sprinkles. Water bubblers are water fountains. We've got hang a Ralph, that's a right-hand turn. Then we've got Flatlander. Now none of you guys are Flatlanders because a Flatlander means you don't know anything about New England. Boom.